Thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me.
You motherfucker, you guilty!
Welcome back! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. Today we're bringing you 5 items all guilty of being pleasurable. We're making crime more enticing to experience on the other side, as long as you're not the victim. If you're a crime journalist and you put in a request for court papers or police documents to add some facts to your reporting, at best you would have to wait 7 years for those requests to be cleared and be approved. At worst, you'd have to wait for whatever crime you're reporting on to become a cold case before things really heat up. So why don't we accelerate the process by bringing in a smoking gun? Like many of you might first heard about the smoking gun via their true TV series, The Smoking Gun presents World's Dumbest. First and foremost, World's Dumbest Criminals, and many, many iterations of the series thereafter. What most folks don't know is that the Smoking Gun really was thesmokinggun.com before True TV, or Court TV in this case, ever came calling. Originally, they were a website of secret, surprising, and salacious documents mostly pertaining to crime, both common folk and celebrity-fueled crime. They even included patents for the weirdest of inventions that, suffice it to say, wouldn't quite make it onto World's Smartest Inventions. What the co-founders of the website have done has gathered up a dossier of some of the best and worst of the worst in this paperback publication, picked up for $1.99 from American Thrift in Passaic. We're talking FBI memos, court transcripts, police reports, celebrity contracts, and said patents. Now you know the central core of who we are, right? So we're going to try to keep this as celebrity-oriented as possible. All records, by the way, are in black and white, and for the most salacious of salacious details, by law, they've been redacted. Hey, they're the smoking gun, but they're really not, gods of their profession. But they come pretty darn close. We begin with a letter from Son Puffycomb's doctor, Robert Adair, recommending that Combs be put on bed rest and cancel his European tour. As of right now, this is the least of P. Diddy's problems. This is a confidentiality agreement for anyone working under Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman at the time they were just about to separate. If you spill the beans, you might as well be spilling your life savings, because anyone who dished any detail of their impending end to their marriage to any reporter would have to pay upwards of $55+ million in penalties. Tom Cruise, first Nicole Kidman, then I believe Katie Holmes. So not the married type. This is a neighbor's police report about a bizarre run-in with Martha Stewart. If Martha Stewart was your neighbor, did you have any problems similar to this guy? Matthew John Munich of Suffolk County, New York? Well, good luck. Prosecutors declined to file charges against Stewart at the time this report was filed. I can only imagine how much satisfaction Munich got when Martha eventually became, well, prison-bound. Next up, a letter from producer Larry Iss of The Roseanne Show to the Unabomber, Theodore Kaczynski. Yes, it was an invitation for Theodore Kaczynski to appear on The Roseanne Show. She married Tom Arnold, so why wouldn't Roseanne be able to hit it off with the Unabomber? Unless, of course, Ted ever heard her sing, which, of course, should be a criminal act anyway. What we have here is a Bodkin character in the state of Indiana having some real balls trying to put in legal surgery. I mean, he's got some real balls trying to take out the balls of up to a lot of people. That is practice of medicine without a license, a Class C felony in the state of Indiana. What it really should be is some serious assault for trying to make a lot of people feel like the most miserable living, breathing Ken dolls around. I mean, he's just halfway there. This is Monica Lewinsky's resume. Who would have guessed that the ability to file legal papers, the skill to take direction, and expertise in public affairs would prove so useful during Lewinsky's Washington tenure? I would add, earning first and third place in the 1990 and 91 Southern California Shakespeare Festival. She was quite the actress at the time. She and then President Clinton hit it off. What we have here is the coroner's diagram, if you will, of Marilyn Monroe. The LA County coroner, at the time Marilyn Monroe passed away. She was a sex symbol back then, but nobody is a sex symbol according to the coroner's pen. If that's not enough here, we have floor plans of some famous celebrities' houses. Just in case you want to do more than just borrow a cup of sugar if you happen to live right next to them. Be warned, these are all in the 90s, so they might have moved. Floor plans for Howard Stern, Robert De Niro, Halle Berry, and Billy Crystal. Duplexes and apartments. We have here some dressing room requirements for Frank Sinatra. At the time he was on tour, one of many tours, the chairman of the board definitely held court over what he wanted in his dressing room. And comparing this to other dressing room requirements of other famous touring artists of yesteryear and now, his is a bit more manageable. So too is his son, Frank Sinatra Jr., and his dressing room requirements. And finally, Mark Wahlberg, one of Hollywood's hottest actors. Growing up in Massachusetts, the former Marky Mark, before he became Marky Mark, was one of Dorchester, Massachusetts' most violent racist punks. He attacked the Vietnamese Tan Lam, calling him a Vietnam fucking shit. Yeah, Marky Mark. That's gonna leave a mark. Anyway, needless to say, he was arrested and showed no remorse. I'd like to think he's somewhat changed his ways now. Anyway, shot to shot, record to record, report to report, transcript to transcript, you see the evidence. The personal best for the smoking gun to obtain these reports was 7 years and maybe a couple of months for them to be cleared and approved. So, I can only imagine how long the process took to make this book come to life. In any event, I'm so glad they took their sweet time doing it, because I can imagine anyone taking their sweet time reading over these documents and being thoroughly suspicious, mesmerized, perplexed, and always entertained. $14.95 retail price, $21.95 in Canada. Rave reviews from Salon.com, Entertainment Weekly, The Washington Post, and The New Yorker. Celebrities and common folk behaving badly. That definitely was the mantra of the smoking gun founders William Bastone, Daniel Green, and Barbara Glauber. And all that culminated in the making of this book, which definitely gets all 5 claps. Forgive me if this sounds immodest. Then again, modesty is so not the smoking gun strong suit, given their stocky clips for each and every report in here. So why start being modest now? This smoking gun is smoking hot. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the Thrift Side.